Hey guys, Foxdrop here, welcome back to another episode of our Road to Master, starting off at Diamond 50 LP. And today, not only the return of the Road to Master, but the return of the naughty boy. Yes, the Nautilus player, he's back. This episode as well features gameplays all played on my stream, twitch.tv/Foxdrop. Go ahead and follow that. I'll put a link to it in the description down below. You can see these games live, so if you're interested, go and check that out. I'll actually be streaming later today as well. I stream every other day, so go check me out. Hit me up, I'll be there. But anyway, today guys, Nautilus top lane. Last season, Nautilus was my best champion by far. I had a 70% win rate on Nautilus last season. 70%, bloody hell. And I can't play top lane. I can't play top lane at all. I really can't play it to save my life. But I can play Nautilus, and that's kind of, I suck at the lane mechanics, and my matchups are a little bit questionable, but my Nautilus is pretty good. And you'll see, the funny thing is, when I play Nautilus, I tend to lose pretty much every single lane, but then I come out of lane phase and I'm pretty bloody strong. This game I played against the Fiora in lane, as you can see here, just from me dueling her. She's really hard to play against. I actually, from my experience playing as Nautilus, I played against a few Fioras, and they're really hard to play against. Fiora is... These kind of duelists are all pretty hard, especially ones that can push you into the tower really easily. Really slippery, can avoid ganks, and also rush Black Cleaver. For me, they tend to be really hard to play against, especially if you're someone like Fiora, who then gets true damage as well. It's really hard to play against her. You can kind of out-trade her if you get your shield up and stuff, but you can never really all-in her unless she makes a big mistake. This game, I didn't have to fight her, fortunately, in the lane phase in the 1v1. It was okay, but honestly I wouldn't be able to fight in 1v1, so I roamed around and made some more team plays, and my team was also doing fairly well too, so I didn't have to carry particularly hard, but still a pretty good start to the day. Scatman bullying out. Good start to the game. Good start. Holy crap, England, please. Good start to the day. With a I'm not actually Diamond 5 0p. I'm Diamond 5 38 now. Whoops, I thought I was 0p. That's fine, whatever. Second game of the day, boys and girls, something you probably do not want to see, something that is the ugliest thing that you will see all year. No, this is not involving looking at Fire's Instagram. This is watching the young Foxdrop be auto-filled to bot lane AD carry. You do not want to see this, trust me. AD carry is by far my worst role. Most junglers cannot play AD carry to save their lives. The champion pools are completely different. The lane mechanics are different. The type of champions itself are completely different. It's just really hard to transition from a jungler into an AD carry. And this game was not too bad though. I picked Jhin because I know how to play him. I enjoy playing him, so I played him quite a lot. I can carry with him in lower elo, but whenever I play on this account, holy fuck, no I can't. And like you see, before this play I was 1-1 and 3. My farm isn't great, but it's okay. The reason why I'm good-ish at Jhin is because I just lay down my ultimate and kind of just contribute that way. You'll see I do a lot of that. But this game, this Rise was just on my dick and destroyed me. Now, my positioning was poor. I will 100% admit that I'm, like I say, a bad AD carry. Last time, in the last clip, Rise ulted onto my face as I was using my ult and just took me down. This time, he actually just walked up to me. I didn't realize he had such a good range with his snare. I thought his range was a bit shorter than that. But either way, obviously, no real excuse for it. I just got destroyed by Rise. I mean, Rise is a champion who I ban Rise all the time nowadays. I really, really hate Rise. And especially when I was playing AD carry, I found new reason to hate him. So you can see here as well, like my positioning, I'm very much focused towards using my ulti. But to be honest, even when I look back at this play here, like usually in the moment it's hard to see what you can do better, your positioning and how you can improve and stuff. But when you're looking back at it, it's easier to see what you do wrong, right? It's easier to see how your positioning sucked. And even looking at that last fight, I'm not really sure what more I could have done, honestly. I just think I couldn't really do anything there. This one here, I'm trying to do as much damage as possible to the Ivern, and then, boom, suddenly Rise was up to me and he snares me. Rise is a lot faster than I thought he was. When you're focusing on one thing, it's so hard to keep track of everything else, all the other threats that are around you. And as the famous saying goes, ADC in 2K17, lol, and that's exactly what happened this game. I mean, holy shit. I mean, to be honest, it was like, I think I'm carryable when I play AD carry, but I do not carry. So I don't really expect to win AD carry games, and yeah, not the prettiest sight, that's for sure. So, AD carry, game number 2 out of the way. Honestly, not as terrible as I thought it would be, but I was actually against a challenger AD carry, by the way. Their bot lane was challenger, so yeah, that kind of sucks. Anyway, another naughty game coming up here. Nautilus top lane once more. I did say that I struggle against these duelists, the slippery duelists who rush Tiamat and Black Cleaver. Look at that hook though. That's a beautiful hook right there. And Riven, like Fiora, is another champion who I struggle against in this matchup. Although having said that, Fiora is harder. Now this is a mistake that I make, is that I win the trade against Riven and I figure that I can then beat her in the 1v1. So I slap in the all-in, but unfortunately for me, she just pops off. And like I can win trades, but once my abilities are down, I'm a lot weak. I thought I could beat her, but I couldn't basically, and I got destroyed. Riven is just crazy champion. So I couldn't beat her in the 1v1, but still I'm 0-1-0, which is not too bad considering my team is 3 for 15 in kill totals here. So bit unfortunate. This is kind of a hazard of playing top lane, as you are on an island. It's kind of hard to directly influence things. So taking a look at some of these fights, I do feel like I'm playing these kind of well. Take the Orianna ball, isolate people, knock your ult down onto the enemy AD carry. That's really all you got to do on Nautilus. So 2-1-2 when we're losing this hard is kind of okay. Now right here I should be using my ultimate on Twitch. Really good Nami wave actually coming through there. That was really good there. Like honestly, that wave itself just won the team fight. But yeah, I should use my ult on Twitch there. I didn't think I needed to, but obviously I did. And at this point in the game, my enemy team is so ridiculously fed that it's incredibly hard for me to do anything here. I'm pretty much just, yeah. You can see my face there as well. That's the face I make when I realise that my hook is on Smartcast. When I did not mean for it to be on Smartcast. A bit unfortunate. But games like this, guys, the really important thing to take away is really your personal performance, especially in the lane phase. That's all you got to worry about. The games like this is really hard to win. You're probably never going to win a game like this, but that's okay because it's solo queue, right? You're only one person in a team of 5. Over the course of multiple games, you will obviously shine, and the more you play, the better you play individually, the more games you'll win. But as far as it goes, just for each game, it's not like you're guaranteed. You can't really do too much necessarily, and you can't feel too bad about it. So this game, just look at what you did, look what I did wrong, what I can improve on specifically. With the Riven all in, I know what I should do there, what I shouldn't do there, and then outside of that, not worry too much about it because it's difficult. It's a really difficult situation to be in, but don't tilt. Certainly don't tilt. Third naughty game here. Third naughty game. I was saying about really sucking against these kind of champions, and here you go. Fiora, absolutely not someone I wanted to see again, and I got to see Fiora again. Now I'm actually, like, apart from that first blood, I'm kind of outplaying her in the 1v1. But unfortunately, you don't get to see the clip here, though. I got ganked by that Zac, but then I get ganked again. He comes straight back into me. Like, this guy's ganking me non-stop. He literally, I think I, like, recalled, came back, and he was there again. It was really ugly. This is a bit unfortunate here. My W was just about to come up. If you take a look at my, the W cooldown when I died, it was on, like, a 0.1 second cooldown or some shit like that. This play as well. Like, honestly, this whole game, a lot of it was just miscommunication between Skarner and me. I was Skarner was saying he would come up and then he didn't come up, or I would want to recall, and Skarner's like, no, stay, let's make a play. So I'd stay and then I'd die or something like that. Like, it wasn't ideal, honestly. It's not really Skarner's fault. It's just how, like, solo queue works. Miscommunication is just a thing in solo queue. It's just how it happens, and it's just a bit unfortunate. And then here, the enemy bot lane, they push down their first tower, and I happen to stroll back into lane, and boom, would you know, I'm going to get dove, and there we go, I get dove. So, really bad game. I'm 0-7 here, guys. I don't think I've had a worse game on Nautilus ever. Certainly not, like, I don't know, yeah, ever. I haven't had a worse game. I probably haven't had a worse game overall. I played terribly this game. Obviously, it's 18 minutes and the enemy team are pushing in and going to win. Like, we're going to lose before 20 minutes. So anytime that happens, yeah, it's like it's more than just one lane mucking up there. We had a bit of an unlucky game across the board here, but it doesn't matter about obviously how your teams perform, because it's just how it is, isn't it? Sometimes you have games like these. It's not fun, but sometimes it happens. So. But again, the important thing is taking a look. Like, last game, it was interesting how I played well, but my team was terrible. No offense, team, but you guys sucked. This game, I played terrible. To be fair, my team wasn't particularly good either. But yeah, I really need to practice this Fiora Nautilus matchup. I struggle every single time I play against Fiora. Her passive blocks my passive. No, so her riposte blocks my passive. Wait, did I miss? I think I may have missed a gameplay here or something like that. I don't know. Either way, we are. I think I may have like accidentally not recorded a gameplay there, guys. But I'm on D527 LP now. I didn't gain LP for losing that game. I did lose LP, but I think I accidentally didn't record the gameplay. Anyway, first jungle game of the day, boys and girls. First jungle game, my Hecarim jungle, my one-trick pony jungle. Pony, get it? But yeah, he's the jungle I decided to main for the season, so hopefully we can put out a good performance for this one here. Hecarim in the early game is not as good as Lee Sin. Lee Sin does outshine Hecarim in this early, so it can be a little bit hard to make some plays. And this play here is a bit unfortunate. A bit of a aggressive play coming through from the Victor. A really nice stun by Victor there though. Cancels Lee Sin mid-Q. I make the mistake of trying to... I stick around for too long trying to help my team, which definitely was the mistake there. And so instead, I die as well. I didn't have to die there. I could have just walked away, and I definitely should have just walked away. Sometimes in solo queue, guys, just if you don't think you can help something, don't help it. Don't try and help it. Because sometimes you're just... like, it's an instinct to try and help your team whenever you see them in trouble. And it's an instinct whenever you see a fight happen that you want to be around and you want to influence the fight. But sometimes you just can't. And this was a good example of where I just couldn't do that, and instead I die. So in the kind of like early / mid game here, we're actually getting some pretty good plays going through for us now, which is nice. So the only bad play, the first bad play of the game was the one that seems to be the only one so far. So we managed to like skirmishing on Hecarim is pretty good because you tend to have a decent-ish amount of damage, but you're also fairly tanky just thanks to Courage of the Colossus. You bring a decent amount to the table as well, so you can contribute quite a lot to these early team fights. Well, not really team fights, but small skirmishes. You know, you can contribute quite a lot. I mean, of course, like, Victor does way more than I do in these fights. Like, Victor's just busted. Victor's Victor, right? And in that situation, the Lee Sin, the Kennen, they're both very squishy. So we have a decent amount of damage. I'm not too squishy because I got my Courage Shield, so pretty good stuff. Again, starting these skirmishes, Hecarim, one of the reasons why I picked Hecarim is because he's very versatile. He's got decent damage, he's got good CC, he's tanky. But one of the things that's really good about him that I enjoy quite a lot and that I value quite a lot on him is his power of initiation. His ability to start fights is really, really strong. Even without his ultimate, like you saw there, if you get a flank on someone, you just charge down into them. You join fights quite fast, and you can start fights quite fast as well. Chasing onto this Jace here, for example, I mean, my E's about to come back up, but my ulti's about to come back up. A nice little cheeky fear that pushes him into danger and out of safety, which is all you really want to do in it at the end of the day, and also trying to transition that play into a dragon, but sadly we can't do that. So a little bit overzealous from my perspective here. An amazing hook from Blitzcrank, which was, well, nothing short of amazing, but unfortunately makes me like a bit of a pillock because I used my ultimate to charge over the wall. That wasn't going to happen there. But just because I got over the wall trying to kill Jace, I managed to find something that I can take home with me instead. I can find the Lee Sin and kill him. That's pretty nice, right? Totally planned there. I knew he would be there. Closing the gap with my ultimate over the wall. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And right in front of his lifeless corpse, we're going to take away this Rift Herald. The later you get Rift Herald, the better, because then the buff lasts longer. Essentially, like, it lasts longer into the game. So getting Rift Herald is pretty decent stuff. I like to get Rift Herald onto my teammates rather than myself, but either me or Victor could have taken that there, no problem. Again, these are when like team fights start happening, these kind of like bigger skirmishes here, these higher scale skirmishes, I guess you could say. Hecarim is really good on these. It's really hard to focus Hecarim down if your team's involved as well. And if you do get focused down on Hecarim, you still win the fight because you don't need to survive. You're the tank, right? You can do a massive ultimate like I did here, which fears loads of people, and then your chase as well, which is what you're seeing now as well, is really nice. Now that was a really nicely faded out clip. I think I may have actually died there, but no one saw that, so it didn't happen. So that's cool. You know, we get loads of kills, and I don't even die, because that's definitely what happened. Now, this is a bit risky right here, doing Baron when the enemy jungler is alive, especially when they've got people with poke, like Jace. Good team fight all in, like Kennen, and of course the enemy jungler as well. So right here, we need to focus Lee Sin. Everyone stop damaging Baron. Or, I can go for Baron and try and finish it off, which fortunately I get. That's a very risky play right there, and I get it, but it's risky. I focused Dragon because I was like, well, sorry, I focused Baron because I figured, well, this Baron's going to die anyway, I may as well focus it. But generally speaking, guys, if the enemy jungler's in the pit, focus him down. Don't let that Baron be on smiteable health while there are two junglers in the pit, because that's a risky business right there. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of our Road to Masters. If you did, feel free to leave me a comment saying you liked it. You can leave a like if you do like it as well. Let me know what you thought about the video elsewhere as well. Most importantly, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful, great, amazing day, and I will see you in my next video.